Is it live or is it Assault Force X? Find out today on Guerilla Reviews. For those who aren't really familiar with the concept of the Assault Force or the Scouting Force, allow me to explain. Both those toys are an homage to the Generation 1 character Reflector. Both the toy and the character on the show. Basically, in the toy version, which is what this one is colored after, there was a green bot in the middle, a red bot, and a blue bot. And all three of them formed a camera just as this does. Although it was, since it was in the 80s, a much larger and effectively life-size camera. But still, this is very nice. For the people who pre-ordered the Assault Force X, you got a little bonus. A little purple static version of the Scouting Force X. It works well with your Masterpiece figures due to this little peg. It also works kind of well with Deluxes and Leader class figures. Obviously mine has a little crack on it right there. But still, nice if you can get one. Should still have some available. Maybe. Now the amazing thing is that this is actually 3 small robots. We have Vanguard over here, we have Sniper over on this side, and we have Cannoneer over here. All making one nice little camera. Yep. Anyhow, let's move on to the first bit of transformation. Basically breaking this camera into several pieces for its constituent parts. First we'll pull out the lens extension. Pull out the flash bulb. Move the tripod. Collapse those together. So that'll come in handy later. And finally, disconnecting these parts right here. Another part. Remove this. And you basically have, after separating these two, 3 little squares, which will turn into robots. Anyway, moving on to transformation. We'll start with Vanguard here. We will go behind here, pull his legs out, and separate them. Then we will fold his arms out, put them into his shoulders, put them down, twist, and there we go. Repeat with the other 2 robots. Not very exciting, I know, but still, it's more the end product than the journey sometimes. Besides, we've still got a lot of accessories to get to. So, there are 3 bots, and we'll then move on to accessories. Starting with the accessories, we take this top part, which was the viewfinder on the camera, split it apart. These go onto the shoulders of Vanguard here. There we go. We want those from the sides, it seems, and they seem to work best. There we go. Then we have this part right here, the flash. We will fold this part down, go up here, fold out this part, slide off 1, slide off 2. Hey, that's the first time that's actually worked. Then, on Cannoneer here, we will then slide these on. Oops. Sorry, it's Sniper that gets these. Well, the car are a bit interchangeable, so really you could do it however you'd like. This is just the way that they recommend doing it. And there we go. Missile shoulder pads. Now that's power dressing. Moving right along, we will take this part right here, the bottom of the flash bulb and the tripod legs, combine them to create the gun, the minigun in fact, for Cannoneer. We will then take out right here and fold out eventually. Come on. There we go. There, fold that part back, put the part in, and with a little bit of work, you get the minigun for Cannoneer. Now, if you look at it, it kicks some ass, don't you think? Moving on to Sniper's shield, we will fold this part up for the handle. Actually, we'll have to pull that back out, but still, take out the scope, take out this for the barrel extension, and push back on this to remove the knife with the mounting clip. I will mention, these mounting clips love to disappear. Keep a very close eye on them. Otherwise, you'll have no idea where they went, It go right in there. If you're not careful. Leave him there for just a minute while we get the rest of the weapon. Okay, taking a look at the lens extender here. We will fold out this part, remove it. These will later go on to Vanguard. Fold this part back for guns. Anyway, we will take one of these guns, attach.
She gave me a car. I think it would be so flexible.
Somehow, there we go. Attach that barrel. Attach the
I don't know. I just thought
sight.
Sucking out the smell.
Fold in these parts right here. And angle that so that you can some symbols will be getting it into Sniper's hand here. There we go. And we can fold it all the way out. Give him his shield and his aforementioned sniper rifle. Rather, titular sniper rifle. And there we go. One member complete. Next two. Getting back to Cannoneer here, we will remove the knife from the mounting point, which, as I mentioned, is very easy to lose. Attach that back there. Then we will twist these this way. Then attach it to his back for his jetpack. Knife, jetpack, Gatling gun. Overkill much? Now getting back to Vanguard here, we will pop out his little knife. Again, using caution and making sure it actually comes out. Attach it to his back. Attach all the shields. He has empty spaces in his arm, so he can actually accommodate these quite nicely. And finally, I put the last two guns in his hands. There we go. And that completes the transformation of the trio. There we go. There's Cannoneer and there is Sniper. All three in robot mode with all their accessories. Neat, huh? As for articulation, head is on a bit of a ball joint, they're limited. Okay, arms are ball jointed, but articulation is varied depending on whether they have shoulder armor or not. Ball jointed elbow, waist joint, ball joint on the hips, ball joint on the feet, and actually ankle tilts. Surprising amount of articulation for such small little figures. Now obviously a big sticking point for third-party items are the price. And I will admit that these were not exactly cheap, but basically the Scouting Force X, which is basically this mold, and all the same color, all three had the same head. These three have three different colors, have a bit of remolding, and new heads, for less money. If that doesn't excite you, I feel sorry for you. Now there are some variations on the weapons you can do. These are included in the instructions. Basically when you have the lens extension and Cannoneer's tripod closed, you can have like this massive cannon and bazooka thing. Little odd. There's also this encampment mode involving the sniper's shield, the cannon from Cannoneer again, and the connected version of the lens extension as a sort of belly cannon for Vanguard here. It's very odd. I haven't done it myself, but still, it's interesting. If that really excites you. All the rest of this Guerilla review, I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been the Perfect Effects Assault Force X, and I gotta remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.